We good? Alright. Here we go. Hey guys, flip. Hey guys, MC here, and today I will be breaking down and going over many parts of my series, Murder Mystery Season 2. So I attempted to do a behind the scenes of Season 1 a while back. Let's just say it didn't work out too well. I am planning on making a video eventually, kind of making fun of every mistake in it, which would make a pretty long video, to be honest. Anyway, let's begin. So the animation starts off on a rainy day at Q's house, and he's remembering the day his friends, well, you know, died. It's funny. When I was originally doing the rain, I was like clumping together all of these droplets. I don't know what my idea was exactly, but that was the earlier stages of particles for me, I must say. Like, this is what we got working with now. I eventually just settled for this single droplet and produced many of them with this giant plane above the entire scene, which, you know, I eventually figured out that could be transparent, but, you know, I was working with the BPS tutorial then, so. So this scene right here, I remember it was so difficult to light properly. Like, I didn't want to shine too much light on the door, but I also needed more light on Quinn. So I ended up going with a spotlight that gradually increased its range. If I just click on this. That gradually increased its range while the doors opened. And then we have this walk cycle. Let's just say I was figuring it out. And you know, also he kind of phases through the door and the wall there. Whoops. So part 2 opens up and a day has passed. Now this lighting and composition I liked a lot better. It seemed to fit a little more. Inside could have been better, but hey, what are you gonna do? So, my original intention when writing the script was that Entity 303 was previously Herobrine, and he broke out of his tomb alive again. And that's really what this dream is supposed to be about. I ended up scrapping that idea afterwards and decided Entity was rather a spirit summoned to kill Q and his friends, as revenge for the almost death of Herobrine. Yes, I said almost. Yes, I will also get to the end credit scene later. Yes, I will do that. Yes, I will. Okay, right here. This one small scene right here, I put so much effort into for no apparent reason. I mean, you can see, you got the pizza boxes, you got the tools lying around, casual sword, another casual sword. I mean, I guess you could call it a knife. You got the like cracks and holes in the wall, and also look, oh, it's an Easter egg on the many pizza boxes. And then, you know, we have this dude right here who just looks very annoyed when the phone rings, so you know. But looking back at this, I probably should have put more effort into Q's house as well. I mean, considering Q's house is seen so much more often in the entire thing, it really just seemed more fitting to make it more detailed. Which, I mean, looking back at that. Because obviously I didn't make it more detailed. You know, we have this monstrosity of a couch. I'm not even gonna try. But anyway, back to this scene. So another part that I was really satisfied with was the lip sync and kind of the head movement going along with it. I kind of got like a season 1 vibe from it, you know. Got that slight head movement and like really the facial expressions too. Like raises his eyebrows when he realizes it's Q, and yeah, oh, he's smiling. And yeah, you can see right there the real head movement. So looking back at this run cycle here, probably could have been much better. I mean, it's pretty obvious when you look at the run cycle in like part 6, right here, and the finale. I mean, well, they're the same run cycle in part 6. Alright, what the flip is my computer doing? Excuse me one moment. But yeah, part 6 and the finale have that much more refined run cycle. It's kind of a jog as well, but I guess you could call it in between the two. So Tornado runs out, dies of course, and what I wanted to do before that was build up a little bit of suspense. So I have the camera moving out, ignore that purple blood. Then you have the camera moving slowly along the ground, the footsteps, showing everyone, and then finally, when the beat drops, that epic beat, you know, boom, there it is. In hindsight, though, there's probably too much blinking going on here. So, referring back to the effort into Q's house, I mean, just look at this room here. I mean, probably, too much blood for a small cut through the chest. But, I mean, you can see that I put a little more effort, you know. Bed is on its side, you got the blood, yeah, you got this big gouge in the bottom of the bed. The shelf is sideways, kind of. And then you got the picture frames broken. Oh, and hey, look, another Easter egg. Oh. Also, there's no window anymore. Whoops. So part 4 leads directly into part 5, and if you take notice, I actually adjusted the lighting in this scene. I really was just trying to find the lighting that would work to produce the least noise and really make it so you could still see, obviously. Because in reality, like, the lights hanging from the ceiling, they're not even giving off lights. Like, there's just points around the area that kind of move around the scene to make sure that characters are lit up. Also, a lot of the lights in my scenes were very disorganized, which would probably also explain some of the stuff. But you can see like a spotlight right here, just hanging around. Oh yeah, one more thing. It may be purple right now, but Q's car is beautifully modeled, right? Yeah, I thought so. So part 6 comes around, and I wanted to make it really seem like it was nighttime. What I did was I did lower the lighting just a little bit. It was still pretty bright lighting originally, but then what I did was in compositing, I lowered the levels a little bit. And then I also just added kind of filter over top of it, which ended up with that result. I was partly satisfied with it. But now, here we have the best part of the series. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, you can see Q's mouth for the first time. This is the only time I ever lip-synced him in the entire series, because he's never taken the bandana off. And if you actually see in this scene, while he's getting up, he goes to put it back over his mouth. Pretty beneficial thinking about it. I didn't have to do that much lip syncing for him. So anyway, Q has a vision, reference to season 1, where AFM was sleeping on the couch and obviously, you know, got yeeted. But then Q runs to the hospital, and this was one of the best scenes in the entire thing. So to break this down, I started off by having satellite, or whatever this is, I don't even remember, to be honest, falling off, you know, breaking off. You can see the iron bars are kind of tilted. So that breaks off. I used physics to make that fall realistically. I'm getting notifications on my phone while I'm saying this. So then I had to create an explosion particle system which would emit out of a UV sphere, which you can see right over here in this window here. You obviously don't see that in the final render. So I would replace the glass right here, add some physics to it, and then I would add a force that would kind of push it along. Obviously it's invisible. Push it along and just add the particles and that together, and there you go. I also put a plane down where the ground is, so the blocks would actually bounce off of it and not just, you know, go straight through the ground. Also, I just remembered that this piece of glass right here is kind of chopped in half. Anyway, but of course then also in the background we have some fire systems going up here and over here, which actually came out pretty well, to be honest. And you can see right here, I mean, you can see them in full detail, which is pretty beast legit, I would say. So the season finale starts off right where part 6 left off, and we get this one tripping movement right about here. So I can actually show the process of making this tripping movement. So here we have the different drafts of me trying to make this look good. Starts off with just some basic movement and turning to the full thing with camera shake added, of course, and rendered everything. So we get back to Q's house, and this is the scene that I've been wanting to work on for ages. I'd always wanted to make zombies come out of the ground. That does sound a little weird, but I'd always wanted to animate this scene right here. And I never got the opportunity until now. No, I always watch in BPS animations, you know, the zombies coming out, pushing the dirt, breaking out from the ground. So yeah, I kind of did that here. So we get to the camera angles going down here, and then if you notice right here, you know, no body part comes out of Mike's grave, and that would be because he has no head, if you noticed. So finally, ignore everything that's pink. Backup finally arrives, aka Creep of the Cop. Yes, that's his name. But then, he's looking around. He's like, oh my gosh, this tornado. And then he goes to raise it, and oh no, his arm gets chopped off. And yes, that is the first blood particle system I have ever made, so it's fantastic. And yeah, there's gonna be more of that. And then we have him falling to the ground in glorious slow-mo. And then we have Tornado's hat in the background, but we don't talk about that. So knockety knock knock. Don't ignore that mug going by in the background. Quinn goes to answer the door, and there goes the door. Ignore that I don't look like a zombie here. Well. So when I originally scripted out the scene, it was unclear what was supposed to turn everyone back to normal, really. But as you can see, I figured that out with some bright boxes and magical physics where boxes just propel outward. Yep. Anyway, so you may be wondering, why does MC have this bright eye when he comes back? Well, let's just say it has something to do with his spirit and story. It gives him some powers, as seen with some of the tracking, I guess you could say, later in the video. It will definitely play a part later in the Murder Mystery series. Not in Season 2, obviously, but... well, actually, yes. In this very moment, he slows down time and kills Entity, but yeah, other than that, it will be used later on, not in Season 2. So we end everything off with Q opening his eyes right here. And I thought it would be pretty obvious that he's alive, he opens his eyes, but clearly not with some of the comments I got. To clarify, Q is still alive and will return in Murder Mystery Season 3. Speaking of Season 3, let's move on to that final teaser. Okay, so now the moment you've been waiting for. So, I wanted to make the teaser unexpected, like no one thought this would be at the end of the video. One of the reasons I premiered it was so I could get, live reactions. And let me say, I did like those reactions very much. So this scene is probably my favorite scene out of all my animations. I mean, the lighting, the camera work, everything. The story in general. Believe it or not, I'm actually going to show you what is in the scene without the lighting. Here we go. So, we start off, we have the picture here, which is kind of old, and it's actually just a plain, I didn't put anything behind it. I have a candle here, which has a light in it. I actually don't remember modeling that, but we have a poker chip here, which I actually have this in real life. I can show a picture of it right here. So yeah, there's that. Then we also have this light switch, which looks kind of demented, but okay. We got some flowers. Then over here we got this number 1 medal just hanging here. This model does look really good, like actually. We have 5K render. We have those shoes that you saw. We have the person who I will not reveal his face. This couch here. We have a remote. And then we have this image here hanging on the wall. We'll get to that later. In Murder Mystery Season 3. So there you have it. Murder Mystery Season 2 broken down. I will probably make Season 1 into a meme video one day. That day is not today. But anyway, I hope you did enjoy the video. And if you stayed this long, please do consider liking, subscribing. And for those who did watch this far, say in the comments, Season 4 confirmed. Just to make those who didn't watch this far confused. And no, there will not be a Season 4. Anyway, MC here, and well, goodbye! Cutaroo, cut. Gotta cut that, cut. Gotta cut that, gotta fix that. I ended scrapping up that. Flip. Pizza. What? What is this pizza notification I'm getting? I didn't order pizza. Flip. I need to open up the different scene. Don't mind that. Gotta cut. Wait, what the flip? Okay, we're good. Who the flip is knocking at my door? It's my cat, of course. Do you want? Cut. Where am I going? Gotta cut. This is fun. What the flip? I swear there's a flipping ghost outside. Here we go. We got the epic time coming in. Da da da. What? I'm just gonna stop talking. Da 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 da. Gotta move on to what the fuck? Where's the teaser? There it is. Aha. Fools. Oh. Well, I'm basically done for here. It's all ogre.